All right, today we are going on a journey through some of the most futuristic technology on the entire planet. We're going to explore everything from these life-changing innovations you can almost afford, all the way up to civilization-shaping projects with absolutely astronomical price tags. Let's dive in.
So, what is the price of the future? I mean, it's the ultimate question, right? What does it actually cost to build tomorrow today? Well, we're going to find out by looking at the price tags of technologies that are reshaping our world as we speak.
And the scale we're talking about here is just immense. We're going from a single dollar all the way up to a staggering $1 billion. This range covers pretty much everything from personal upgrades to these huge humanity-level leaps. So let's start with the tech that's aimed at unlocking our own potential.
Okay, our first stop is all about technology that has a direct personal impact on our lives. We're talking about restoring abilities that were lost and, in some cases, creating possibilities that just never existed before.
For $10,000, we're starting inside the human brain with a piece of tech that is straight out of science fiction. Neuralink?
That's right. Neuralink is a brain-computer interface. It's a chip that can actually translate the neurons firing in your brain into digital commands. This lets someone control a computer just by thinking. And yeah, the first applications are all about restoring control, but the long-term vision, it could even involve restoring senses. The impact here is, well, it's nothing short of miraculous.
So let's make this real. Meet Noland. He was paralyzed for 8 years, but after he received a Neuralink implant, he got his connection to the world back. Noland can send texts, he can play video games, and use a computer, all of it with the power of his mind. It's just an incredible testament to how technology can totally rewrite human limitations.
Okay, let's jump up a bit. For $25,000, we're looking at the world's most advanced bionic arm. Now, this isn't just some passive replacement. It actually uses sensors on the skin to read these tiny electrical signals from a user's muscles, and it translates their intention into really intricate movements.
And this quote from a 12-year-old named Kai who was born without an arm, it just says it all. After getting his new bionic limb, he could shake someone's hand and pick up objects for the very first time. So you see, this isn't just a piece of hardware, it's hope. All right, now let's zoom out. We're moving from the individual impact to technologies that are set to reshape society itself. I'm talking how we get around our cities and even how we produce our food.
For $150,000, you can buy one of the most persistent dreams of the future, a flying car. Seriously, it's not just a movie prop anymore. It's a real vehicle that could fundamentally change our daily commute. And to prove its advantage, they actually raised a flying car against a standard car on a trip to the office. The result? By flying in a straight line, avoiding all the traffic, even flying over the ocean, the flying car got there a full 10 minutes earlier. Just imagine getting that time back every single day.
Next up, a statistic that is truly staggering. Every single day, humans consume 220 million chickens. That kind of demand puts an enormous strain on our planet's resources. But what if there was a way to get the meat without that massive environmental and ethical cost?
Well, enter cultivated meat. This is a revolutionary technology from a company called Upside Foods. And this isn't a meat substitute. It is real animal meat, but it's grown from cells in a lab environment. Now, of course, getting this to market at scale means overcoming some huge hurdles, but the potential is just undeniable.
And here's how it works. You start with just a few cells from an egg. Those cells get fed nutrients in a big tank called a cultivator, which kind of simulates an animal's body, and they just multiply. In fact, one of these cultivators can produce a chicken's worth of meat every few seconds. But the best part? In a blind taste test, a professional chef literally could not tell the difference between the cultivated chicken and farm-raised chicken.
Okay, for our final section, we're going big. We're looking at the grandest scale of all. Technology that pushes the very boundaries of what it means to be human and where we can live.
For $400 million, we enter the world of de-extinction. This company, Colossal, isn't just working to save endangered species, it's actively working to bring back extinct ones, like the woolly mammoth.
And get this isn't some distant dream. Scientists have already pulled 43,000-year-old DNA out of fossilized tusks. They are cloning that DNA right now, and the company is on track to have the first living woolly mammoths born within this decade. Wild!
So we're going from bringing back past life to creating future life on other worlds. For $500 million, we have the biosphere.
Think of it like a miniature Earth, a completely sealed-off test bed with rainforests, an ocean, farmland, the whole shebang. It's designed to be the ultimate blueprint for how humans could one day create a self-sufficient home on a world like Mars.
And that brings us to the very peak, $1 billion. What kind of technology costs that much? Well, the kind that actually gets you to those other worlds in the first place.
This is the SpaceX Starship, and its goal is nothing less than making humanity a multi-planetary species. Each one of these fully reusable ships is designed to carry 100 people, with plans to build and launch thousands of them to Mars. Protected by over 18,000 of these special heat shield tiles, this is the vehicle that's intended to carry our future to the stars.
Sometimes the news can make the future seem a little bleak. But looking at these innovations, from giving a paralyzed man control of his world again, to developing sustainable food, to actually planning our first steps on another planet, it's really hard not to feel a sense of hope, a sense of excitement for what's to come.
So that leaves us with one final thought. We've seen tech that helps the individual, tech that reshapes our whole society, and tech that takes us beyond Earth. So the question for you is, which of these incredible futures do you think we will get to live in first?